today I'm going to show you what pros are doing post-patch and you are not. So guys, here we have TEKKZ and TEKKZ playing against each other in the E-Champions League qualifier, right? I want you to pay close attention on this example. Over here we have TEKKZ, he's attacking, and see guys, in this situation most of the players will go for the recycle. They will play the ball back to their fullback and come inside. Now that is not wrong fundamentally, however, see what happens. What TEKKZ does is something else. Today we are going to be focused on one thing and one thing only, and that is pulling the rabbit out of the hat. And this concept is so overlooked in FIFA, especially for players who are not at the very top level, and it's the main concept that pros use, right? See, he then turns inside, and the moment Walker is about to attack him, look what he does. He turns back using agile dribbling, because normal left stick dribbling is slow. He uses R1 agile dribbling, turns back inside, and then rather than giving the pass in the midfield to him, he will go back into Neymar, right? What has he done? He has now created a good situation for himself. After the patch, wing play is so overpowered. You always want to go towards the byline. TEKKZ knows that, and see what he does. He passes the ball inside to R9, and with R9, he uses agile dribbling to face inside. Now, why is he facing inside? So this guy can think, TEKKZ can think he will pass the ball into Mbappe, right? But he will pull the rabbit out of the hat and he will think of something else. Byline is overpowered and he will always look for the byline. Does a step over, does another skill move, goes in the byline and scores an easy tap in goal, right? Now once again, it's all about going in the wings and then pulling the ball back, especially after the patch. I told you guys in my attacking tutorial as well, but some people did not want to agree. Now look, pay close attention. He goes in the wings, recycle. Quickly recycling the play and waiting, right? He tells Yaya Toure to run. Why does he tell Yaya Toure to run? It creates another dimension in his attack. The opponent might think that he is going to play the ball inside to Yaya Toure because the crosses are so overpowered to midfielders, right? But instead, he will come back in the midfield and find an open guy, right? He's waiting. Why does he run upwards? The only reason he's running upwards because he is waiting and baiting, right? He then runs up with Nkunku just because he is waiting for the space, right? The moment he finds space with Neymar, look, what can he actually do in this situation? He cannot pass and he has to pull the rabbit out of the hat. Otherwise, you are not scoring against a top professional player like TEKKZ, right? So he will go for the green time finish. I told you guys in the last video, green time finishing is very important. If he did not green time finish this shot, it will never go in, right? The chances of that are very low. But he does green time finish and it ends up being a goal, guys. You have to master green time finishing. There are no ifs and buts about that. If you don't, then well, that's your problem, right? Once again, he's building up. We will see a pattern post-patch in most professional games, right? You will also see TEKKZ, how he attacks in a while. See, TEKKZ, he sees that he has pulled his Walker out of position. He has to make the pass over the top because he has given him the space, right? Again, Walker is charging up. He has the space for the pass. He makes that pass, right? If you have the space, go for it. Don't be afraid. Play at a high tempo, like I said in my attacking tutorial. With Mbappe, another easy pass inside and a goal. Byline play is overpowered. This is what I am trying to teach you guys. After the patch, if you go in the byline, it's so overpowered. Look, what is happening over here? TEKKZ has two options, right? Either he can pass the ball inside or he can pass the ball to Ginola, German cross. And TEKKZ is forced to cover the German cross because German cross is so overpowered. If he does not cover it, he will play the ball and it will end up being a goal. However, TEKKZ pulls the rabbit out of the hat. What is the rabbit out of the hat? He quickly passes the ball inside, right? You might say, okay, it's common sense, but in the heat of the moment, it's not really common sense. Once again, uses left stick dribbling, swiftly turns around with Ronaldo, scores the easy goal. Once again, recycling, right? He will also go in the wing, exploit the space using the step overs, gets a little lucky, but again, byline play, guys. So byline play after the patch is very overpowered, right? Agile dribbling is more emphasized. Green time finishing is emphasized. So if you can combine these three things, there is no way on earth that your attack will not improve. But also, you still have to pay close attention to fundamentals. If you want to improve, you need to have an open mindset. If you want to be negative and criticize the game and me, then that's your problem. If you want to improve, you will listen to what I am saying and watch this video a couple of times and then click here to learn green time finishing.